And we are back. It is Dark Horse taking on Riel Deals. Dark Horse obviously in the dark jerseys and Riel with the very colorful jerseys. A lot of new faces that I'm going to have to get used to for the Riel Deals team. Dark Horse, well, I know them all. And that's number 42 on Riel Deals going out. We don't have the jersey numbers on the roster, so I am going to have to call them by numbers because the names are a little bit too hard to read on the back of the jersey. And I'm clearly going to need to get new glasses. All right, Pacheco making the play call, going for it right a little bit wide on number 23 on Riel Deals. Ooh, looks like McManus fumbling a little bit to retrieve those balls. Play call being made between Pacheco and Wu. And sails right in between the guard and his backup. Coming up to the line, trying to retrieve that ball, but Pacheco taps him out in the toes. Getting a little bit greedy, trying to sweep it back for his team. That's going to leave it down to just 3 players left for Riel Deals, but they had all the balls. Getting a little bit bunched up between Pacheco and Wu there, but he manages to stay in. Definitely not a mistake to make this early in the day. Going a little bit wide off of number 10 there. He manages to stay though. Pacheco making that play call. Four balls in hand. Riel Deal, they are managing to take that ball control and they are running with it and doing an absolutely great job. Ooh, was not expecting that one off of, I believe that was Ben that took the shot there, and right in the shoulders, that's going to take out number 10 for the Riel Deals. Just down to 2 now, and fingers on the block. It's just going to be the 1 player left now. Dark Horse is running the court for this first set, and that ends it up, first point. And that was a fairly quick round as well. We're going to see them change up who's playing on the court. Dark Horse, again, with one of those rosters where they have a lot of players, so they are able to swap their numbers fairly easily in order to keep it fresh so no one gets tired arms. And they are off again. Nice rush being made by the Dark Horse team. They're very smooth effort. Riel Deal a little bit messy on that one, but they do manage to get their balls. A bit of a drop shot from Wu there. He definitely apologizes to his team. Sorry, shouldn't have done that. It's going to give ball control now over to the Riel Deals. And that's Schmidt going out. That is Olivier Job going out, but that is going to give ball control back over to Dark Horse. They know what they're doing. Riel Deals holding it at the back line. 3 balls in hand. They do have that player advantage, so they are going to have to take that burden shot. As it counts down, it goes a little bit short and wide. Sending 2. Oh, right in the legs, and he fumbles, but he follows it up with a catch, so he steps out and in. Doesn't have to go far to rejoin his team. Down to just Harder and Wu. And it goes a little bit wide off of that shot from Harder. That's going to give Riel Deals burden. We see them making that play call, going for it. Harder with just 1 in the shoulder. Oh, that was 2, so they managed to eliminate them. Wu and Harder still online for Dark Horse with 4 players left for Riel Deals. Oh, and he went for it with the arm to try and bring it in with a single arm catch. Doesn't connect, and they were going for a team catch, didn't quite work. Down to 3 now. Harder with a block, Wu with a follow-up, and that's a toe tap. Just the 1 now. And it looks like 1 ball needs to be forfeited over. I think it might have been interference with touching the ball when eliminated. And 1-2, and he looks like he was going for a catch, but a little bit unsure of who he's trying to catch from. Great coordinated effort from the side of Dark Horse. That's going to make it a 2-0 shutout at the moment. And they are off again. Dark Horse definitely running the clock on this one. They know what they're doing. Two sets in, and they are halfway through the first half of the game. Ooh, a couple shots there. Definitely one on Pernitsky. Bend trying to make the catch, and he brings it in with just the tip of his fingers. That's going to bring Pernitsky back. He, again, didn't have to go very far. Absolute wall of balls being thrown over, taken out half the team. It's just one player left now for the Riel Deals. And as he tries to jump up out of the way, number 97 gets eliminated. Getting a little bit discouraged, but they're definitely going to keep trying. A lot of these players are very new. A lot of them have actually aged in from the youth league, so they have been playing for a while, but this is their first time playing competitively in an adult league. Some of them's first time. This might be their second time as well, but definitely fresh to the dodgeball scene. Dark Horse, they're all vets. They know what they're doing. All right, Pacheco making the play call. He's going for it. And with about less than 2 minutes on the play clock, they are definitely going to take advantage of controlling the shots. Riel Deals need to throw one over. Looks like they're just going to do that, and it takes out Wu. But he did actually bait a second ball over because Riel Deals threw a second one after that one hit Wu. So that's going to give them burden. They do send two over, but they eliminate the wing on Riel Deals. No one gets eliminated for Dark Horse. 2 balls in hand. It is not a great idea for Riel Deals to take that counter shot. Just sending the one, goes through up into the curtain, but sails over the center line. Fortunately, Schmidt was not able to retrieve that one. McMahon is telling him he's fired. Dark Horse coming up to the line, ready to take that shot, and it's a double into the hip, bounces off right into number 13, and that's 42 getting eliminated from the wing position. Riel Deals down to 3 players now going after Olivier Job, and it does look like the block connected. Dark Horse now 3 balls, but they have the player advantage. Shot clock counting down. 4 players still left for Riel Deals. Pardon me, Dark Horse. Pacheco with a team catch, and Klappa bringing it out from his knees, but Klappa does end up lining out. That's going to bring it to 4-0. We are going to start the round, I believe, in regulation, but very close to the timer going for no block. 50 seconds left, as the ref calls it. Oh! Doesn't even break a sweat with that catch. Absolutely well done. He's just chewing his gum. Volkart doesn't see that one coming. All right, and it looks like Dark Horse now 4 balls in hand, making that play call. Just sending the one over. It looks like another one might have just skimmed him. 4 players still for Dark Horse against the 4 players, and that's a 1-2. And now we're going to go into no block. Looks like no, it was not a double actually, so number 10 for Riel Deals is still in. So it's going to be a 4v3 situation. Balls get redistributed, and Dark Horse is just going to try and run this one out. Pernitsky with a huge cannon shot trying to go for them. A little bit spread out on the Riel Deal side, so it goes wide. Harder gets hit. Number 10 tries to get another catch, comes really close, and he is saying, "Oh, I should not have done that." But he's also saying, "Ooh, I'm lucky," as he stays in. Remembering not to block that shot off Pernitsky. Ben dropping the ball, trying to make a catch. Riel Deals, burden to throw. Going for Pernitsky. And a huge catch off of the middle player. Just the 2 now left for Dark Horse. This could be Riel Deals' first point, but unfortunately it does connect with number 10. 42 with that catch off of Pernitsky for Riel Deals, by the way. Ooh, blocking into the arm, and it forgot that it was actually a no block situation right now. 4 balls in hand, they gotta go for it. And Olivier Job going for the catch, got a little bit greedy there. Riel Deals slowly whittling away. It's just Ashley Bend left for them, and that's a catch. So he brought it in, and the catch is good. They're just confirming. So that is point on the board now for Riel Deals. So we're going to see them switch up the score and switch up sides. And don't forget to get your votes in for the player of the match, brought to you by VC Jerseys. And they do have more apparel than that, especially because this is a little bit of a colder venue. So I am going to put on the hoodie that I purchased at the 2024 Dodgeball National Championships in Richmond, BC. All right, so they are lined up, ready for the second half. Currently 4-1, Dark Horse is in the lead against Riel Deals, but Riel Deals managed to scrape that win during the no block. Right off that opening rush, they do manage to hit out number 42 for the Riel Deals, but that is going to give them an extra ball, so they do have that ball control.
That was a great hit on Wu over there, straight in the top of the feet.
Wu is definitely one of the most veteran players. Is coming back from an injury, so we are seeing him with a knee brace. Ooh, number 10.
A turned foot shot.
Yeah. But he's played for Team Canada a few times. He's played for Team Canada A team, the B team as well, when we were able to send 2 men's teams. So he's got a lot of experience, and that has definitely worked out in Dark Horse's favor in terms of coaching and
I think that was back in 2017. That it was the Maple Leafs.
The before times, yes, before COVID. All right, and Dark Horse counting out that play. With that play clock counting down, making the call, and it looks like it worked out great because they take out Monk. Well, the player in the Monk jersey. Again, I think because there are a lot of new players that are coming up from the Dodgeball minor leagues, they are borrowing some jerseys. That's why we're going by numbers mostly for Riel Deals. And it's just that one player left now, but he's had a couple clutch catches that came in super handy for Riel Deals. Unfortunately, this time with that block on the retreat, it does connect, and he was not able to stay alive. That's going to bring it up now to 5 points for Dark Horse.
It's great that these young players can start getting this practice against these veteran athletes here on the court today. That experience is definitely going to help them grow and take a lot away from strategy and just learning kind of the fundamentals of the game.
Not to mention they're younger, so they'll outlast half the players here.
Oh yeah, that definitely helps.
By the end of the day, they'll still be energetic compared to everyone else going, "I need a massage gun."
I bet their recovery is definitely a lot easier.
Jerks. And we see them with 3 balls now, but Dark Horse has that shot clock counting down on them, and the huge block.
Punching that ball straight out of the air there.
Just punched it out of the way. And that was a 1-2 on Olivier Job, and the elimination is made. Does get hit. Dark Horse with burden to throw, though. They still have a majority of their team in. Schmidt with a throw manages to avoid the counter shot. Referee Ansu counting it down. Ooh, just a little bit wide over the head, but he manages to stay in. Fortunately, that wing, number 10, does get hit out, but they do counter and eliminate Wu, so I think that's a great exchange.
And that keeps us pretty even with the 4v4 matchup here.
I love the fact that they have the player from Dark Horse standing in the back there, and he's just, taking a moment. He's just like, I'm going to take a break. You guys got balls. Just hang out here. And I believe that is Max Volkart for Dark Horse. He was just chilling. Oh, right in the chest. Another strong hit from the Dark Horse side, plus 4 balls in hands. Is just down to the 1 player for Riel Deals. And he's hit. Definitely a full send on that one. Dark Horse knew what they were doing and then definitely took advantage of it. Honestly, don't blame them.
No, not at all. Just over 3 minutes left here, but it is awesome to see that Riel Deals does have a point on the board at least. So
yes,
they're not getting completely shut out this match. Seeing a really wide opening rush there from Dark Horse. Carter missing that toss.
Carter, another veteran of the dodgeball scene for a very long time, and he has definitely been through the ringer with dodgeball. Neither of his pinky fingers look right. So many breaks, but I love it that it just doesn't matter. He keeps coming back no matter what. And that is a shot on the captain for Riel Deals wearing that twirl jersey.
We do see that ball rolling up here towards the middle of the court in kind of no man's land. Hopefully Riel Deals can snag that, manages to grab that ball and stay safe.
Yeah, he's done that a couple times when you were on your break earlier, and it has not worked out for him. So I think he's definitely going to be proud of the fact that he was able to get it out of no man's land and save it for the team this time. And that's a catch for Riel Deals. And finally, we finally see Coach Riel coming in to cheer for his team. Unfortunately, he is playing for Zeal at the moment, so the schedules do conflict, but he is there for his team in spirit, and now he's finally in body. Just 3 players left now for Dark Horse. So looks like Riel Deals are trying to get that second point. Olivier Job not able to connect on the catch there. It popped off the ball, but
that was a great throw here out of this corner player.
Chernitsky not even breaking stride as he blocks it, though. Great peripheral vision. Wasn't even looking either.
Riel Deals still here has a full count. It looks like 6 players versus 2.
Chernitsky got a little bit greedy with that one, holding the ball between his legs as he bends down to try and just snatch it.
Carter looking to try to close the gap here in their player advantage versus Riel Deals.
I think this might be Riel Deals' second point, just because
it's looking like it. And we only
players
have
and
55
balls.
seconds left until no blocking as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun.
And I think they probably are very happy with this situation here, trying to keep Carter at bay for this last less than a minute.
Absolutely. Dark Horse, one of those teams where a couple other ones broke up after 2022 Nationals in Edmonton, and they jumped onto the scene in 2023. And no one expected them to take the position they had, and they have been playing as an absolute unit for the past couple years now. Nice block from Harder, managing to keep it alive with less than 20 seconds on the clock. Harder going a little bit slow, definitely trying to run it.
Takes out another.
Yeah, he was trying to bend backwards too. doesn't manage the shot.
We're at 3 seconds until no block. They might get one more rip, and they do.
Yeah, so we're going to start the round in no block, so we'll have a full lineup of 6v6 with 3 balls on each side. So Riel Deal's managing to get that second point, so if they get a third one, they close the gap, and again, those points are going to work for them. Again, Dark Horse also wanting those points on the board to determine their seeding for later in the day.
And of course, for no blocking, since we were starting the match in no blocking and not in regulation, both sides would start here with 3 balls, as we just saw at the back line for the reset. Dark Horse swinging a little high on those throws there.
I'm not sure what the strategy was for that, but it didn't work.
Maybe they want to practice some defense.
You know what? Now's the time to do it, especially because they do have that 4-point lead. So
absolutely,
it's round robin. If you have that advantage, you know it's a good time to try tricks, especially to see what you can do about them later. I'm not sure what happened there, but a couple of Riel Deal players walked off.
I think there was a double in the middle there, and then there was a cross shot over on twirl.
Okay. Kornitsky trying to do a pump fake there.
Ooh, that was a great look by number 12 here on Riel Deals.
And Volkart going for the catch.
Volkart was looking straight ahead, really focused in, and wasn't able to see that cross shot coming in.
Ooh, right in the leg as he's down, trying to sweep some of those balls. 2 in hand, coming in, taking the shot. A little bit wide, goes into the ball retriever, and 2 over, manages to stay in.
Just getting close to that back line there, but manages to stay in bounds and take one out.
Sneaky on Kornitsky there.
So that's going to give Dark Horse ball control here in our 3v1.
I'm going to see it. I'm going to call it as a full send, but no, it was just the one from Klappa, but gets him in the chin. That's going to close it out. 7-2. Dark Horse takes the win. Coming up next, definitely going to be New Era as they're on the court right now. So
next up, we're actually going to be seeing Dark Horse still staying here versus New Era. So we will see you in just a few minutes.
Ooh, this should be a fun one. Stay tuned, folks.